What's up everybody, it's Carl aka Carl Drum Tech, and today I'm going to give you a few easy to implement tips that's going to make a huge difference in your drumming videos when you post on social media, send out video auditions, stuff like that, alright? So stay tuned, cue the music. Yo, what's up? Thanks to this digital age, we have access to cameras more than ever. And because of the quarantine age, we have found the value of video, right? It's like we had to do video auditions, video lessons, and just more and more people want to post drumming videos, dance videos, art videos, and post them online. So as somebody who has been creating videos, posting them on social media for the last couple of years, I want to show you a few of my tips and tricks that will help you up your video production game. All right, so these are very little steps. It's very easy. You don't need like a lot of fancy equipment or like a big setup, but it's just very minor tweaks you can add to your video production quality that's gonna improve it so much. So stay tuned. Here we go. I'm gonna show you these tips right now. All right, let's get to these tips, shall we? Tip number one is in regards to the camera. You don't need a fancy camera because most cell phone cameras are pretty good. So if you just have your cell phone, you're fine. If you have a good point and shoot or DSLR camera, just make sure you know how to use it. Keep in mind, portrait mode is good for Instagram and cell phone viewing. Landscape mode is good for YouTube and desktop or TV viewing. So if you know how your video is going to be viewed, that will tell you if you should shoot in portrait mode or landscape mode. All right, tip number two is in regards to framing. Make sure we can see your face because it just makes things more personal. Show your feet if you're going to teach feet timing or you need to show it to a teacher, or if it's relevant for movement or dance. Also consider space because if you're going to dance and cover a lot of ground, make sure the framing is wide enough to capture everything. Oh, and also try to avoid clutter in the background. It can be very distracting to your video. You can do something simple like just turning the camera to an angle that has less clutter, and it makes a huge difference. Okay, tip number three, let's talk about lighting. Lighting, I think, is extremely important and it makes a huge difference in your videos. Make sure the lighting is facing you and not behind you. If it's behind you, it creates a really harsh shadow. If you're shooting outdoors, try to shoot at dusk or dawn. That's the ideal time. The light is just so much nicer and softer. Try to avoid midday or noon. The light is very harsh and the shadows are dark as heck. If you have to shoot midday or at noon, try to shoot in the shadows. Just make sure there's no light behind you. When shooting indoors, you can technically shoot anytime. Just make sure there is sufficient light and that it's pointed at you. Okay, tip number four, shooting by yourself. If you have a monitor, have it point towards you so you can monitor your framing, lighting, etc. If you don't have a monitor, like a phone, do a test recording to make sure the framing and lighting is good, then review the recording and adjust as necessary. Tip number five, practice makes perfect. Practice before you record. Get a few reps in before you record. My suggestion is you record 3 reps and then you'll choose the best rep in editing. Now, if you have a couple of performances or a couple of pieces or exercises you need to play, you can record them one by one, all in one take without turning the camera off, and then separate them in editing. Or you can record a performance or record a piece, turn it off, do a new performance, record another piece, turn it off. And if this helps you with organization, then do that. All right, tip number 6, last tip. Keep it simple. This next tip I'm going to talk about, there's still a lot of people that don't do this, but guys, trim the edges. It's a very simple step that takes a few seconds that cuts out the part where you're turning on the camera and turning off the camera. Just do it, right? It's so easy. It makes a huge difference with your videos, okay? Trim the edges. Then edit out the best rep and only post or submit the best rep. If you followed all of my previous tips, trust me, you won't have to do too much editing. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully this video will help you make your drumming videos or dance videos or whatever videos amazing. And I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Again, like I said, hopefully it was helpful. You guys should totally watch more of my videos, like and comment, blah, 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 subscribe, okay? And I'll see you guys on the next video, all right? Thanks again for watching, and peace out. Bye.